Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I am very excited to finally pick out some films that I will be watching through the month of October. If you've been with this channel for a while, you know that every October I do what I call 31 Nights of Halloween. I could probably come up with a better name than that, but for now that's what I am sticking with. And so I pretty much just pick out 31 films that I will be watching through the month of October. Some of them are going to be like rewatches. When I started this whole series, years ago, before I even had this YouTube channel, I pretty much started with some of the big horror icons. So that was, Halloween, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Friday the 13th. And, throughout the years, each Halloween, I've just been like watching the next movie within the series. I've seen all of those series, multiple times, but it's kind of nice around Halloween just to kind of, revisit some of those films. For an example, last year I watched Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers. So this year it'll be Halloween H2O. And then, I'll just keep going throughout the whole series. But I'm just going to pick out a few films. I made myself a little bit of a cheat sheet, but some of them I am just going to kind of, pick as I go. So thank you to my lovely wife who is helping film this video. And I'm just going to kind of do what I did last year, where I just kind of, go around and just kind of pick out some films. I always enjoy doing this because it kind of gives me almost an excuse to watch some films that I've owned for years that I have just never gotten around to watching. And so really when I'm dedicating 31 days to simply just watching horror films, it really is like one of the greatest months of the whole year. And so I'm going to try to do a mixture of, films within the DVD of horror movies that I have, some horror VHS, and probably going to do a horror Criterion, and then maybe a couple horror other like boutique labels. But yeah, I'm just going to jump right into it, starting off with the Criterion area, because if you do follow me on this channel, you'll know that Criterion is my all-time favorite boutique label. And so there's some films in here that I've just never gotten around to watching. Not many horror films. I feel like I've seen most of the horror films within the Criterion collection that I own. So one of them that I had in mind this year was going to be the film Kronos. This is a film that I have had for years and I've just never actually watched. And so this will be my first pick. Also, I should add that these are in no particular order. So first one there. Now I know for sure last year, like Halloween and all these other series, I've been working through the Rec films. And last year I watched Rec 3. And so I'm very excited this year to get around to watching Rec 4. Let's see, this is Rec 4 Apocalypse. So very excited about this because I absolutely love these movies. And, every single one that I've seen so far is absolutely fantastic. Like I mentioned earlier about Halloween, the next Halloween film that I need to rewatch, which this will probably be like the third time I've seen this film. I've seen all the Halloween movies at least twice, but it'll be Halloween H2O. And I'll grab a Friday the 13th film, which I believe I am on part 4, maybe? I believe I'm on Friday the 13th, part 4 in this series. I've seen all of these movies a million times as well, and so I kind of forget which one I left off from last time, but I believe it was part 3 that I watched last Halloween. But another series that I've been working through over the last few Halloweens was the Critters collection, and so this Halloween will actually be the last film, which will be Critters 4. I watched all the other 3 films before this one, so these are a little cheesy. Not my favorite series of all, and along with those series is the Phantasm series. I've actually not seen all of these films. I absolutely love this box set. It's one of my favorites that I have, and I am on Phantasm 3. I watched Phantasm 2 last year, which I absolutely loved. And so I feel like this is kind of an underrated series that I really need to actually get around to finishing all these films. But now that I started watching them during Halloween, I feel like I have to continue that tradition. So it's going to take me another 2 years before I finish this box set. But yeah, that's Phantasm 3. And some other series that, I guess I'm knocking out all of the series before I jump into the films that I've never seen before. But another series that I've been working through each year is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre films. And so last year I watched the 2003 remake, and so I'm going to be watching the, I guess, prequel film to the remake, which I think I've only seen this maybe once, maybe twice. It's been a long time since I've seen this, so I'm actually very excited to watch this. And this is one that I've talked about, I think, on a live stream. This is a movie that I've only seen this once, and I remember not really liking it. So I'm very excited to actually sit down and rewatch Scream 4. But yeah, I watched Scream, the soft remake, and Scream 6 semi-recently. And so I kind of want to revisit Scream 4, which out of the series, this is the one I've seen the least. So excited to check those out this year. So it's also nice during this season is to, like, you know, almost, I mean, I kind of mentioned this earlier, use it as an excuse to watch films that I've owned for a very long time and I've just never gotten around to watching. And along with that, it's kind of a nice time to, you know, watch films that I should have seen by now that I just keep putting off. And so one example is my next film is The Little Shop of Horrors. This is the original black and white film with Jack Nicholson. And I've never seen this film, and I really probably should have seen it by now. And so I'm excited to actually, you know, watch it this year. Okay, so the next one, this is a series, again, that I've been working through as the years go on. And I think this will be my, let's see, there's 5, 6, 7th film in the series. So this is technically I think this is my 7th year doing this, which is kind of wild. But somebody mentioned this on a live stream that it is, it's not very good. And so I have very, very low expectations. But I have not seen it, so I guess I'll watch it this Halloween. And that is Leprechaun Origins. Yeah, I have very low expectations with these. Just in general, I feel like the Leprechaun movies are not super, like, great to begin with. This is a series of films that actually I would like to actually watch, because I know Scream Factory put out a box set of these, and it'd be nice someday to actually get the box set, but for now I have them on DVD, and I will be watching the first It's Alive movie. I have no idea what these are about, but I am excited to watch them. Another one that I watched the first one for the first time last year, I believe. I mean, was it last year? But I'm going to be watching Pumpkinhead 2. So excited to watch that. This is a series of films that actually I really enjoy these. I think I've seen all the other ones. This is the only film of the series I've not seen, and that is Cabin Fever, Patient Zero. So I feel like they're fun. So these movies are another series that I've been working through as the Halloweens go by, and I know I've seen like Prophecy 1, 2, and 3, but I've never seen Prophecy Uprising or Prophecy Forsaken. And so again, I have very low expectations because I don't think Christopher Walken is in those two, which I feel like it's kind of like, you know, a whole, I don't know, like the whole thing about the Prophecy films. And so I'll be watching the Prophecy Uprising, which, yeah, again, very low expectations. Now this is a film that a lot of people, I feel like I've gotten at least 2 separate people tell me I should watch this, and that is the film Megan. This is one that I got at a library book sale, and so I am very curious on, because it kind of, I think this is, from Blumhouse, and I kind of didn't really care to watch this when it came out, but I guess people really liked it, and so excited to check out Megan. This is a series that I've recently watched the sequel to, and so this is the 3rd film of the franchise, and that is Candyman 3. So really actually enjoy the Candyman films. I feel like they're a lot of fun. This is a movie that I've been wanting to watch for a very long time, and this is actually a Korean DVD. So there's a bunch of Korean writing all over it, but that is the film Death Ship. But I have no idea what this is about. I just absolutely have always, I loved this cover. It's just always stuck out to me. But this is another fun one that I don't know. I've been excited to watch. I feel like I love like carnival horror movies, and so that's a Hellfest. See, I watched this one last year, which I'm excited to watch the sequel this year, and that is House 2. House 1 was actually not what I was expecting at all, and so I'm very curious on House 2 this year. Let's go with... A few years ago, I had this one on, I think it was one of my, like, Halloween, I guess, lists, and I don't think I actually watched it, and so maybe if I start it and I realize that I did watch it, I will just go to the sequel, but I'm going to be watching Wishmaster. So, yeah, I feel like I didn't watch the first one. I think that one was kind of, like every Halloween, I kind of like, you know, if something happens throughout the month that I just like don't have time to watch a movie, sometimes a movie will get, you know, left out, but I want to say that happened with Wishmaster a couple years ago, but yeah, this year I'll watch it. This is a movie that, again, the cover's always been intriguing to me, and so I don't know if it's technically a horror film, but I'm going to just say it is, and that's the film The Island. I mean, it is put out by Scream Factory, so I feel like it's a horror movie. It also does look like there's like horror elements to it, so let's go with a Troma film. So Troma is a interesting company that I don't have a ton of Troma movies, and I feel like they're just like fun. And recently, actually, a couple of them just got announced to get 4K releases, and this is one of them that I have not seen this movie, but I will watch it. This again, I don't know if it's a horror film or not, but I'll watch it this Halloween. I think it's definitely a comedy, maybe. It's written by the guys who made South Park, and this is the film Cannibal the Musical. So I feel like if there's cannibals in it, it's going to be, you know, horror. It's going to be horror elements, but yeah, that's going to... I guess I'll watch it this year. And I might as well watch a full moon title this year as well. You know, I should keep going with the Puppet Master films. This is Puppet Master 10. So I do not believe I've seen this one. I think I've seen like 1 through 9, but I don't think I've seen the 10th film. So excited to watch this. I feel like these are a lot of fun. And then over here, this is one that somebody mentioned. I almost got rid of this movie, but somebody mentioned to hold on to it and watch it during Halloween. It's like a good Halloween film, I guess, but that is a film, Trick or Treat. This has Gene Simmons and Ozzy Osbourne in it. So I know nothing about this, but I will check it out this year. I actually watched the sequel to this film. Was it last year? It might have been last year. And I kind of forgot that there was a first film to it, but yeah, I enjoyed the sequel. I thought it was fun, but I'll watch Urban Legends, or Urban Legend, sorry. And then the next one, this is another series that I really enjoy. This is Victor Crowley, which is part of the Hatchet series. It's the only film of the series I've not watched yet. And I also should add the, let's see, the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. I am on, last year I watched Freddy's Dead, and so this year I will be watching Wes Craven's New Nightmare. And yeah, this is another series that I've seen, you know, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 times through the whole series, but it's fun every year just to, you know, revisit some of these titles that I might not necessarily revisit very often now. But yeah, Wes Craven's New Nightmare, which isn't my favorite Nightmare on Elm Street film, but I'll watch it again this year. So this is another film that I probably should have seen by now. This is Vincent Price in House of Wax. This is the original House of Wax film, and so yeah, I definitely like should have seen this movie by now, but I've just never gotten around to watching it. So, and the same thing with this film. This is the original Haunting movie, which probably will be, it's the only G-rated, film I will be watching this month, but I do have the remake of The Haunting, but I've been wanting to watch the original first before I dive into the remake. So I'll be watching The Haunting. And I only have a couple more, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, 2 more. You can come with me to the director's section. And, I'm also still going to continue to try work through some of my films that are within my director's section. And one that I've been really looking forward to watching that I just haven't had a chance to watch yet, that is the film In the Mouth of Madness. This is a John Carpenter film. And yeah, I'm very excited to watch this because I think Sam Neill is a fantastic actor. And I really enjoyed his his character in film, like in the horror films that I've seen him in, whether that is Event Horizon or Possession. So I feel like he's a very interesting actor. But yeah, In the Mouth of Madness, which I guess I'll show the camera. So I only have a handful of A24 horror films that I've not seen. I've seen pretty much all of the horror ones that they've made or they've put out. But one of them that I've not seen yet is the film In Fabric. So I feel like I've seen trailers for this and it looks pretty like creepy, and so I'm excited to watch this. So that is 31 horror films for the month of October. I basically just have to go through and double check my calendar and just make sure things line up the best for me. And so I will, throughout all my weekly live streams that I'll do, I'll be talking about the films that I watched that previous week. So if you are curious on the order of how everything is going to look, either follow me over on Instagram, because I'll post a photo of all the films in the order that I'll be watching them, or just join me on my live streams on Sunday evenings. So let me know what you guys think about my picks for this Halloween. Have you seen any of them? What are your thoughts on the films? And what are you planning on watching during the month of October? I am very excited because I have some fantastic video ideas for this next month of October. So stick around and check those out when they come out. But I will see you guys all in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.